By now you've learned that you can build components in React to develop user interfaces. But how do React components turn into the elements on the web page that you see? Remember, when your web browser receives an HTML page, it constructs a document object model, or a DOM, to represent it. But updating the DOM is considered expensive because it is very time-intensive for the web browser to do so. Every time the browser DOM is updated, it causes the browser to recompute the page. Yet many big and popular websites still load in no time today. How can it be? In this video, I will explain how React solves the problem by computing its own virtual DOM. Let's start with how React components relate to the website displayed in your browser. A React component has a one-to-one relationship to an HTML element that is displayed on the web page. But how does React keep track of which HTML elements need to be updated? This is where React's virtual DOM comes into play. When React builds out its tree of components, it builds out its own DOM in memory called the virtual DOM. The virtual DOM is a representation of the browser DOM that is kept in memory. React uses this virtual DOM to update the browser DOM only when it needs to. This ensures that your application is fast and responsive to user input. Let me explain how it works. React checks to see if the HTML components in the virtual DOM matches the browser DOM. If a change is required, the browser DOM is updated. If nothing has changed, then no update is performed. This process is called reconciliation. Let's break down what happens when you update a component in React. Firstly, the virtual DOM is updated. Then React compares the virtual DOM to the previous version of the virtual DOM and determines which elements have changed. The changed elements and only those elements are updated in the browser DOM. Changes on the browser DOM cause the displayed web page to change. In this video, you've learned that React constructs and updates a virtual DOM so that the browser will only update certain HTML elements instead of recreating the entire page.